Today, my Charla's Chat, which I do once a month, is continuing reading the book Split Second Transformation, Change Your Words, Change Your Life, 31 Daily Practices. We're going to start with chapter 13 today, and I'm looking forward to sharing this with you. Go back to the last 2 months and listen to the first 2 segments of reading this book. But first, well, good, beautiful day, you beautiful, beautiful souls. This is Charla Anderson, host of the Charla Anderson Show, collector and connector of fascinating people, and everyone is fascinating, especially you. But first, we're going to have a breathing exercise. We're going to take that 22-second mini vacation and breathe in some calm, breathe in some gratitude, breathe out gratitude, and let's just take this little tiny small speck of breath. Here we go. Bring it in some calm. Hold. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do that every day, multiple times. We could use that little break, don't you think? Okay. So this is my autographed copy, of course, my 3-year-old. I'm holding up the inside cover of the book where my 3-year-old granddaughter had autographed it for me a while back. So this is the book I get to read to you today. We're going to begin with chapter 13. This book is 31 Daily Practices. This is a read over and over and over again book till you kind of start getting every word matters and use your words. No, don't curse yourself. A lot of times we're cursing ourselves with our words. So let's just begin understanding and practicing how to use our words more effectively to speak what we desire, not what we don't desire. Desire is, God gives us the desires of our heart, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with chapter 13. It's called Jealousy, the Most Wasted Emotion. I figured that out a long, long time ago. I just don't do jealousy. Okay. So jealousy, the most wasted emotion. We witness it all the time. Jealousy. It's the most wasted emotion on earth. It never generates the desired result, which is most probably a more loving relationship. Never. Jealousy isn't about love. It is about control. I want you all to myself, quote unquote. Jealousy wants to know where their mate is at all times. Jealousy checks their phone, often surreptitiously. Jealousy is always looking for something wrong. Jealousy doesn't allow for outside friendships. Jealousy doesn't trust their mate. 3 things. Look in the mirror. If you are fearful of their actions, often it is because you are often capable of the same behavior and choose to project it onto them. 2, your insecurities, control, projection, sleuthing, obsessiveness, lack of trust do not generate warm fuzzies and often have the opposite effect of them feeling trapped and smothered, which is exhausting. And the number 3, maybe you think it is a way to show love, as misguided as that is. So here's the solutions. The absolute best way to keep your mate, therefore your relationship, happy is to continually become a better version of yourself. Focus on making yourself your best self. And number 2, treat them as if they are the person you want them to be, whether they actually can live up to it yet or even deserve it or not. Treat them as royalty with the bold faith that they will become that superstar that you want and deserve. Trust them unconditionally. It will make them more trustworthy. Each second you have the opportunity to choose trust. And if they leave, they don't deserve you anyway. Bless them. That's just little chapter 13. Here we're going to read chapter 14. Where you are is all you have. Man, I talk about this a lot. This is probably one of the most obvious concepts and arguably most impactful, yet I have never heard anyone clearly speak about it. When I am asked, how are you? I usually answer with, I'm fabulous. And it's a choice, right? Often I will laughingly add, I'm on this side of the dirt breathing free oxygen. Besides, where else do I have to take the next step from but where I am right now? We are advised to live in the now, to be present, to seize the moment, etc. What does that really mean? Actually recognizing that right now is all we really have, that we don't have last second, last minute, last week, last decade to take the next step from. We only have right now, in this moment in time. So you might as well embrace exactly where you are and love it, even if you don't like it. You don't have the last second or even the next second. You only have this one. In this second, you have the opportunity to take a breath, which proves that in this exact moment, right now, you are okay, regardless of the circumstances you are in. Think about that. If you can take a breath in that instant, it proves that you are okay right now. You can choose to make a decision to take one more breath, take a step to the left or to the right, or clear your mind, choose your attitude, apologize, forgive, smile, cry, change your life's direction, choose love, choose to bless rather than curse, and any of the unlimited possibilities that are in this world for you right now. This is miraculous. Grasping this can be life-changing. At the very least, practice loving where you are because it is all you have. Even in horrific circumstances, you still have total control over your heart, mind, soul, emotions, and reactions. They cannot take that from you. Just ask any prisoner of war, survivor of trauma, etc. In a split second, breathe and know that you're okay. Choose to live fully now. No more whining. Is it whining? Yes. It's your life. Choose now. Breathe now. Chapter 14. That's probably one of the most impactful ones in here. This, where we are is all we have. And I talk about it all the time, but you have nowhere else to be. You don't like how you got here, you can't change it, but you can change where you're headed. And attitude is one of the biggest ways to change it. Absolutely. So in here we're headed over to, chapter 15. Now I'm going to say this title, and I'm going to guess that you will understand it even if you've never heard it. The chapter is The Law of Diminishing Intent. And it's pretty powerful once you grasp this. You're very familiar with this law, whether you recognize it or not. It is a universal law, like the law of gravity. That is my assumption, not research. But I would love to know if you haven't experienced it. There's a moment that something or someone enters your thoughts. You have an idea. You get inspired. Often it is accompanied by the thought, one of these days, and I ought to, what? When? I should call them. I need to write that thank you note. I ought to turn off the TV and write my book. As soon as I get home, as soon as the weather is better, the list is endless. You probably intimately know the familiar excuses, later or someday is always part of them. But do you know that not taking action in a very short period of time from right when the thought enters, the moment begins diminishing from your mind and will disappear altogether as time keeps on ticking? It becomes a wistful memory, if anything at all. The law of diminishing intentions. They diminish without decisive action. And believe me, I pray that intentions do count because I have so many good ones. Yep. Sometimes it is those good God nudges that we should take action on the most. I call Aunt Ruth, visit neighbor John, send a get well card to cousin Josh in the hospital, sign up for that course. You're familiar with the many stories of regret, aren't you? Recognize that it is a law. Choose to act on those impulses now or at your first chance. Enroll in the class when you are inspired. Someday often never arrives. What if you acted in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off? You might want to read the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins for some inspiration. Now she's got one called Let Them. Fabulous books. Mel Robbins. Listen to that still small voice. Listen and act now. Is procrastination diminishing your life's worth and purpose? That is, I think that's pretty powerful. I can't tell you how many times in my world, I'll be driving and go, as soon as I get home, I need to call somebody, or somebody pops in my mind. And really the law is, if you don't do it within the first hour, when it'll be 75% gone in 24 hours and probably 100% gone in 48. Yeah, it's that important. So it's not a happy law for me, but we want to manage our intentions, right? All right, so I'm going to do chapter 16. Ooh, we're going to talk about my story, a split-second transformation. My life changed in one split second in early 2007. Driving home after a very intensive weekend at Landmark Education, late on Sunday night, I was so inspired to invite everybody I knew to go. So many people had been transformed in front of me that weekend that I wanted everyone to experience it too. I literally said out loud, I can't wait to share this. It didn't work for me, but ... I hit the steering wheel at that moment and shouted, no, that's been my story. I'm not going to bed. This is what I've said to myself coming home that late Sunday night. I'm not going to bed until I get my possibility. Part of the weekend is about getting your past out of your future so that your future is filled with endless possibilities. I decided I was not sleeping until I could complete this sentence, because they'd given us a card to fill out with this sentence. The possibility I'm creating for myself and my life is the possibility of being ... Several hours of sitting, staring blankly at that card. Nothing. Then suddenly, my pen began moving and wrote, the possibility I'm creating for myself and my life is the possibility of being joyfully engaged in each and every moment and powerfully courageous and asking for what I need and want. What? Where did that come from? It was probably 3 or so in the morning when that pen finally moved. And, I think I called it God wink, right? So in that split second, the bitterness that I had carried for years just disappeared, gone. I felt joy, complete peace, miraculous. The next morning, I saw 11:11 on the clock, and I said, I choose joy, after years of wishing for something negative when I saw that number. Many years later, I can honestly say it was a permanent shift, not constant, but I know that who I am is joy. The courageous part was delayed until 2015 and is still in process, for sure. On my birthday in 2012, my pastor, Orlando Reyes, told me that my name, Charla, is a derivative of joy in Greek. Really? I'd had a dog named Joy. My signature was Choose Joy. I was transformed to joy. My parents had no idea that prophetic meaning which includes to chat in Spanish. What possibility are you creating? And I'm just going to reread that possibility that came out, or re-speak it, because it's who I am. So transformation is permanent. It's not constant, perhaps, but it is more in my life. So 2007, here it is 2025. Who I am is joy, because I had a split-second moment of transformation from bitterness to joy. The possibility I'm creating for myself in my life is the possibility of being joyfully engaged in each and every moment and powerfully courageous and asking for what I need and want. Changed my life. You get to speak. Every word matters. Every word. Speak who you are, who you want to be. And it will happen. Okay, I'm going to take a mini moment here, just a mini moment to tell you just a little bit about Zinzino, my wonderful little oil, that 1 second a day shot of oil that transforms your omegas. It eliminates inflammation very quickly. In 1 to 4 months of taking a sip of oil every day, your arthritis, pain, I just call it joint pain, whatever, a lot of things, hair, skin, joints, everything it gets greased up a little bit with Zinzino Balance Oil Plus. So I'm going to tell you a bit about that, and we'll be right back with chapter 17. I'm taking a mini moment to share about cell health. One of the most important pieces in our body. Are your cells hard and crunchy? Are they soft and malleable? And let me tell you, if they're hard and crunchy, the nutrients can't get in and out. And if they're soft and squishy and malleable, the nutrients can. So when you have good, soft, malleable cells, you have better brain function, hair quality, heart function, skin elasticity, inner organs are better, and your joints and muscles are better. Whoop, see that? But like 99% of North Americans, we're out of balance in our omega-3 to omega-6. Test, don't guess. We've got a test. It will absolutely give you your results on a full scale test of your balance. You need to be 3 to 1 or better, like 99% of North Americans are not. So we've got a simple solution. 1 second shot of beautiful golden omega-3 oil a day. Test, don't guess. Now back to the show. Okay, chapter 17, and we're back. Here we go. Oh, right. I want to say, in that product, you can go to charlaanderson.com/Zinzino. That's Zinzino. charlaanderson.com/Zinzino, a site that I have created to give you more information. If you want to have healthy, be much healthier, take that little blood test, and get yourself into balance. Yes, absolutely. Okay, chapter 17. Oh, here I say this a lot, man. I need to do it a lot more too. It's easier to keep up than to catch up. Another truth here, right? Consider the split second it takes to pick something up and throw it away, put it away, wipe it up, hang it up. What if you actually did it instead of thinking about doing it? The mental energy that drains you every time you see something that needs doing or even think about it has a cumulative effect. That buildup of undone tasks is weighing you down whether you realize it or not. It's easier to keep up than to catch up. What would your home or office or car look like if there was no clutter? Soda cans sitting around or counters, and all the counters were clear. Your bed is made, your sink is empty. Imagine it. It feels so good. Do you realize that you would never have to deep clean your bathroom if you actually wiped it down every day and cleaned the toilet and floor every week? So, same with your bedroom, kitchen, office, and every other area of your life. If we just keep up with it, man, it's a big lesson. Don't look here. Do you know that clutter is one of the highest stressors and makes everything more difficult? What if that small step of doing it now became a belief? Not a belief, a habit, and a belief too. What if we took the words, I'm just putting this just for now out of our vocabulary. How many things are still there weeks, months, or even years later? I'm just going to set this here right for now. Just for now, it becomes a permanent place, I'm telling you. Just is often followed by an excuse. Just, the word. Things accumulate, become fixtures, and before you know it, there's just too much stuff. And by the way, all the clear, flat surfaces are magnets. So when you get it cleared, you got to keep it cleared, right? The heaviness and overwhelm of one of these days that seems to never come when it comes to catching up never has to happen when you do it now. Hint, be ruthless about what you bring into your castle in the first place. Yep. Keeping up in this split second saves so much catching up later. And I'm going to just say something, I have an attic and a garage that all need to be cleaned out of stuff that I've had for years, and some of it years. I probably have the first Crayola mark my 42-year-old son ever did in the attic somewhere, And what I have really come to know and understand is I have so much to do. I'm so excited to write books, to speak, to talk to you, to build my businesses, always looking forward. And to clean that attic, I have to stop all forward movement. I have to turn around and go backwards and stop all momentum I'm creating here to go back and go through old stuff. And it is very draining. And so for young people, you don't need stuff. You need very little stuff. The minimalist movement, there's something to be said for that. Maybe not to an extreme, but it's baggage. It's weight. I just want to encourage that so greatly, that you understand that you don't have to have more stuff. Keep it clean, man. Whew. Oh, there was my soapbox on that one. Chapter 18, and I believe this will be the last one I read today. Chapter 18, small disciplines. Maybe it goes with that. It does go with that other chapter, right? Small disciplines repeated over time can transform your life. Small good habits that literally take only a few moments can perpetuate a more peaceful environment and even a better health. The same with small bad habits. For example, the choice to eat an apple every day or a candy bar every day results in quite different outcomes down the road that aren't necessarily evident immediately, but incrementally show up a few pounds later, right? So that's Jim Rohn was a master, and that was his example of small disciplines of eating an apple a day rather than a candy bar a day. 6 months from now, you might start noticing the difference. Undone tasks that suck energy from my life are I just talked about this, are an attic and garage full of memorabilia and stuff that need to be gone through. Not to mention way too many unnecessary computer files, photos, and duplicates and paperwork. It's overwhelming. So we procrastinate because there's always something in front of us to do, and all those things require looking backwards and not towards the future. Yep, we just talked about that. Didn't realize it was my next chapter. Oh, how I wish I had made disciplined choices each day rather than succumb to indecisiveness and procrastination leading to piles of stuff. These unfinished tasks are always lurking in the background. Those unfinished tasks are always lurking in the background of our lives, even in our subconscious, stealing away our joy. We know that if we don't discipline ourselves to tackle those unpleasant areas, that someone will ultimately have to do it. And most likely, much of your history will be lost. Conversely, exercising small positive habits over time by taking action now, it's called adulting in new language here, can bit by bit help us wake up each day to a smoother, more organized, and peaceful life. Taking one box or drawer at a time to begin the cleansing, perhaps just once a week, you may by year end have a nicer castle to enjoy. Another reminder to use major discernment and discipline as to what you let enter your space. Be ruthless. Discipline yourself to not bring anything into your precious space unless you love it or need it and actually use it. Ding, ding, ding. There's the next month, I'll be reading some more chapters, starting with chapter 19, which is called Split Second Purpose. What about that? We talk about split second purpose in my Candy Bar Hugs book. Yeah, it's a good one. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys next month. I am every fourth Wednesday do the Charla's chat, and as of right now, I'm just going through this one of my books. It's really you can go on Amazon and get Split Second Transformation, Change Your Words, Change Your Life, 31 Daily Practices. It is definitely worth having. It's a bedside book that you can remember, try reading multiple times for the reminders. Seriously. So I want to, I'm going to mention one other thing. So here I'm going to mention a few other things, but one of them is to please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Like I said before, I've never been one to care much about the numbers, but it is time for me to, monetize my channel. And so it's going to be helpful to have you liking and subscribing. If you don't mind, thank you very, very much. And I have a new passion besides Zinzino, charlaanderson.com/Zinzino, and getting your insides healthy so your outsides, you can move and live happier and healthier. I've got what I call extreme health with Zinzino, and TexitCoin is a very limited time to make extreme wealth. And I've been so inspired. I've been with them about 6 weeks now, and have earned 3 or 4 times my money back that I put in. I'm getting coins put into my crypto wallet. So it's crypto done right. It's honest money. It's crypto done right. Honest money. And Bobby Gray, the founder, has, we're mining it only in Texas. It will be usable around the world. It's less than $3 today, but it's been doubling every month. And it's on a path to $16 probably before February. And there was a video done yesterday that it would be very likely that it'll hit $2,000 and up. It's poised to be one of the top coins. Just reach out to me. I bought a mine. I can be a miner. That's the goose that lays the golden egg. I get coins every single day for 137 years, and less than $3 right now doesn't seem like a lot, but Bitcoin didn't either at $3, right? So here we are. Anyway, please reach out to me. These are two of the most, I don't believe there's any competition in Zinzino or in TexitCoin, this crypto. So let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's get healthy and wealthy together. And I am so grateful for the time that you took to listen to me today. I will ask that you always remember to choose joy.